Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Delta Design Group, and we are excited to present to you today 912 Oak Drive on Lake Allatoona in Woodstock, Georgia. So this home boasts a spacious layout of 5 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, sitting at just over 3,300 square feet. With an approved $2 million construction loan at a competitive 8.5% APR and a return on investment of 14.7%, Delta Design Group promises to deliver results strategically without compromising on quality. And it's my pleasure to present the team today here at Delta Design Group. My name is Amanda Karambat. Next, we have Miriam Bashara and Colton Kauser, our team leaders, followed by Aya Hijazi, Jonah Blair, Zachary Bordelon, and Blair Favors, who will tell you more about our market analysis.
Thanks, Amanda, for getting us started. Now let's talk about market analysis. Today, our spotlight is on the stunning Lake Allatoona. Lake Allatoona isn't just a sweetheart of the state. It draws crowd in nationwide, ranking among the most visited lake in the United States. Now let's talk about the county surrounding Lake Allatoona. Bartow County has a household income of $65,000 a year and a 1.77 employment growth rate. Cobb County has a household income of $86,000 a year, but lacks in outdoor activities. Meanwhile, Cherokee County has the highest household income in the Lake Allatoona area and ranks number 3 for outdoor activities in the state of Georgia. We have chosen to build in Cherokee County. This is a fast-growing county with a 28% growth rate since 2010 and a population of 279,000 people. Of the people, their average age is 39 years old. The county has an employment rate of 69%, with management and sales being the top occupations, and the average household income is $108,000 a year. There is also 11% of the population that makes more than $200,000 a year. The county has an aging housing stock with 2.77 people per household, and the average time on market is 34 days. This is the analysis of the housing market of lake homes in Georgia and Lake Allatoona. Our target market is the 11% of the population making higher income. Within this 11%, we are targeting move-up home buyers and investors, both local and nationwide. Within Cherokee County, we have found the town of Woodstock. Within this town, there is a downtown area that holds events, restaurants, and shopping, as well as multiple marinas that have boat access and rentals, and state and city parks in the vicinity of Victoria Cottages community. Delta Design is pleased to announce 912 Oak Drive, located in Woodstock, Georgia. Now that you have learned about our market analysis and lot selection, I would like to pass it off to Miriam to talk about our design.
Thank you, Blair. I'm excited to welcome you to this exquisite residence. Our entrance warmly welcomes you while providing an immediate connection to nature, framing Lake Allatoona through large windows. Our lake house, a 5-bed, 3.5 bath with a master suite complete with a private balcony offering stunning views of the lake. As you descend the stairs, you're greeted with a spacious great room centered around a fireplace. As you step onto our patio, you're immersed into the beautiful landscape. Sustainability has been a driving factor in this design process. After running energy simulations, we have concluded that having the large blazing facade on the lakeside would be not sustainable considering the harsh summer sun. With that, we have designed large windows and optimized our roof soffits for maximized shade and reduce heat gain in the house. Additionally, we've opted in using hardy siding, oak flooring, low VOC materials, and installed Energy Star certified appliances for increased sustainability and efficiency. With that, I pass it off to Jonah in our planning and construction.
Thank you for discussing our design, Miriam. So we've chosen a beautiful lakefront property and designed a home to fit right in with the area. With this being a spec build, our designers have selected materials and finishes before we begin construction of the home. This is going to ensure that we don't encounter any issues with the material shortages, the supply chain shortages that we've seen in the past couple of years. Being a well-established builder in the greater Atlanta area, we've created and maintained relationships with our trade partners and suppliers by putting mutual respect at the forefront of our company's culture. We make sure to send out bids early, set a high standard for the workmanship that goes into our homes, and prioritize safety to achieve this. Moving on to our site logistics plan. We've made SWIP a big priority given the steep elevation drop-off to Lake Allatoona on this lot. We've allocated $6,500 for the silt fencing and hay mats to make sure we don't have any issues with the county inspectors. The rest of our site logistics plan has been designed with ease of accessibility in mind, with the dumpster, porta-john, and cleanout area being positioned right off the road. Our initial material packages will be arriving at the front of the home as well, but following the installation of our exterior doors and our garage door, the remaining materials will be moved to the garage. This is going to prevent from weather damage as well as theft, as all of our exterior doors will have temporary locks placed on them. Moving on to our schedule, we're looking at a 7-month build time from when we start working on getting our permitting in March to when we receive the CO in early October. We've got the site work, foundation, and framing all scheduled for the beginning of summer, so we are expecting and we have accounted for weather setbacks here. Yeah, our jobs are gonna be moving concurrently to make our schedule be moving quickly. We're not gonna be dealing with the weather setbacks after dry-in. So we will be having as many jobs moving concurrently as possible, such as our interior and exterior work. Moving on to Colton with our marketing strategy.
Thank you, Jonah. So, how do we sell this house? Well, we have 3 main marketing strategies. Our first revolves around a reputation. Throughout the years, we built a name that garners attention in the Lake Allatoona area, and we do this predominantly through our slogan of service beyond expectations and value beyond compare. We're specifically targeting the 11% of individuals in Cherokee County making over $200,000 a year, in addition to investors both local and nationwide. We reach our target market through partnering with the Landis Group. The Landis Group is an outside realty company based out of the Atlanta, Georgia area, and in the last year alone, their sales range from $27,000 to $4.3 million. We intend to list this property immediately upon construction start and ideally go under contract during construction. Taking a look at our tertiary marketing strategy, which involves buyer incentives, we offer $6,000 in closing costs to buyers, and we also realize that this will be a very profitable vacation or investment property for investors both local and nationwide. Very profitable given its location, size, that it's not separated from the lake from Army Corps of Engineer land, and it has an existing dock. We intend to use Table 1.1 as a marketing tool for the Landis Group when reaching out to potential investors. Now let's get down to business. Taking a look at our direct costs, we have a substantial lot acquisition of $435,000, a sticks and bricks cost of $473,000, and we've allocated 1% to marketing, 6% to sales, and added a 1.5% contingency. So for total direct cost accruing to slightly over $1 million. Taking a look at our projections, we have total costs slightly under $1.1 million. We'll add a 23% markup to that and sell the home for $1.249 million, which will deliver a 14.7% return on investment or $160,000. Now, for any builder to remain in business for any amount of time, they must be acutely aware of the potential risks with each project. For 912 Oak Drive, we've identified 2 major risks. The first being dates sold. Remember, the average time on market in Cherokee County is 34 days. However, we're building a property that's far from average. That's why we partner with an outside realty group, list the property at the beginning of construction, and plan to sell 32 days post-construction for a total time on market of 8 months, roughly 8 times the average time on market in Cherokee County. Additionally, we see that increased interest rates could be a potential risk. As you can see from the chart, even with a 15% interest rate coupled with selling the home 83 days post-completion, we intend to make nearly a 10% return on investment. Conversely, if interest rates ease up and we sell the home immediately upon completion, we stand to make a 15.7% return on investment. So you've met our all-star team, and we've shown you how we're a mean, lean, and versatile machine. We've introduced you to our market analysis in the Lake Allatoona area. We've shown you our beautiful design, how it's sustainable and functional, and also our construction practices and how we intend to put safety at the forefront. On behalf of Delta Design Group, thank you for your time. We're now open for questions.
Awesome job, guys. You did a really good job. I have a question as it relates to the financial analysis. So in the proposal, it mentioned that you guys have been approved for a loan up to $2 million at 8.5% APR. But how much are you guys actually going for as it relates to finance? And when you go back to the
so we have our total costs accruing to slightly under 1.1. So we'll go for a 1.2.
What's the range? Yeah, great job, guys. I have a design question. I really appreciate and like the size of your patio out back, but summertime in Georgia with no cover, what is your thoughts on that and what you could have done differently potentially back there?
Given that this is a lake, obviously many people come in visiting. Perhaps maybe they want a tan or something like that. That's why we left the back patio open.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Hey, you guys did a great job. Appreciate all the effort you put into it. I'm wondering on your design, you finished part of the basement area. Did you do any kind of cost analysis of what it would have cost you to finish the entire basement area and what you could have sold that additional space for?
So we have a lower level and an upper level to our project. The lower level is completely finished. That encompasses our kitchen, main living area. It's got a fireplace in it. So the bottom half is all the way finished.
Right, but could you have expanded the full envelope of the house?
We felt like that would be considerable excavation given the steep slope of the lot and also just added cost to building the house, which we felt would have been a little substantial selling price in this market.
Okay, thanks.
I have a question for Miriam. So, Miriam, the design of the home, one of the ideas and components was a Airbnb income stream for renting the home when the owners are not using it. Your bedrooms to bath ratio, you're 2 bathrooms short to having a bed and a bath for each room. Did you give any consideration to the value that you would add to as a B&B if you incorporated 2 more bathrooms, so you would be 5 bed, 5 bath?
We did look a lot into the Airbnb situation. So we have the maximum amount of bedrooms. The maximum amount of people you could rent for in Cherokee County is 10 people, which is why we have 5 bedrooms. We estimated to have 2 people in each bedroom if this is being rented out. I believe it could be a good consideration to have more bathrooms, but I think that is sufficient for an Airbnb. I don't think that the renter would care too much about the amount of bathrooms. They're really concerned about the view, having a great room that is really big that could fit everybody, having the great view.
Okay, thank you. Blair, I have a question for you. As you were doing your market study and your analysis, I was looking at your graph for the housing market. The establishment of the sales price at 1.25 or 1.249, it looks like you had a little bit of elasticity. You could go up a little bit. What prompted you to select that price as your starting sales price?
Well, with only 11% of the population making more than $200,000 a year, we didn't want to make a price outrageous where they will pay we don't make a price outrageous where they won't be able to afford it and then get a boat and have all the rentals that you could have in this property.
Okay, thank you.
Great job on the presentation, guys. My only question is, this is one of the smaller homes, I guess, in this whole competition. Tell us your theory and your method, why you selected that instead of going with a 5,000 or 6,000.
As far as square footage?
Yeah.
Mainly just given whenever we're targeting a move-up home buyer, we're not necessarily looking at a forever home, which is why people might be building those $6,000-$7,000. But even in those move-up homes and the final destination buyers, that's a lot of area that people have to upkeep. So we feel like as far as the square footage design, it's easier to upkeep and it's easier to handle, especially if an investor wants to come in and buy it and use it as potential rental income. To your comment, Mr. Bill, obviously, like she mentioned, the 11%, we don't want to overinflate our price, and we feel that given the substantial lot cost in the beginning, we have a lot of interest accrued over time as our construction loan develops, and we would like to sell the property as soon as possible. And given the substantial lot costs, we feel like delivering a product that delivers a 14.7% return on investment, that would be a pretty healthy return.
Thank you.
You guys have any other questions?
Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Good job.
Yeah, good job.